Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here, excited you guys over a little bit of a mod spotlight. As you guys can see, we're in the mod spotlight world, and today the mod that we're going to be talking about is going to be the ZYINS Hud Mod by ZYN055, guys. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this mod spotlight. If you guys do, remember to slam that like button down below, subscribe to the nation, and check out the annotations on screen, guys. There'll be an annotation to a playlist full of 100+ other mod spotlights, so if you guys do enjoy this one, make sure you guys check out those ones. Also, make sure you guys to comment down below what you guys think about this mod. I often send these videos to the developers themselves, so they have an opportunity to see sort of the critiques from the crowd, guys. So this offers them the ability to be seen by hundreds and even thousands of people, and in some cases hundreds of thousands. But anyway, guys, hopefully you do enjoy, and let's get started. So this is going to be a Forge mod loader compatible mod, and all you guys need to do is drag and drop the zip into the mods folder. It's a little bit different. It's not going to be a jar for you guys. It's actually going to be a zip folder. You guys are going to go download it for Minecraft 1.8 or 1.7 or whatever version you're on, and make sure you guys just drag and drop it right into your mods folder with a compatible version of Forge. If you guys want to have the easiest, fastest Forge install tutorial, click on the other annotation on screen or link in the description, and it'll bring you guys there. So now that we've set our game mode, we are going to go about going into this chest, and we're going to throw all of our various goods into our hotbar. And we're actually going to do things a little bit differently. Normally you would want all these things in your hotbar. For this, we're going to actually keep all of our torches, all of our these sort of guys, our ender pearls, our torches, our steak, things you'd normally want to keep in your hotbar, actually in your inventory, leaving more space for various other things that you guys might need, like, you know, an enchant table. So say this was something like a UHC, if we were to grab some more items, we'd grab, you know, an enchant table like so. You guys could grab, you know, a crafting table like so. You guys can grab an anvil. You guys could have, you know, golden apples, and here we go. Golden apples like so. So see, you know, if you, I've just finished UHC, so I'm trying to think of other things, but you know, this could be a pretty good situation. Just like you might need a furnace. You might have, you know, some other swords that you guys want to use, like maybe a fire aspect, and you have also a sharpness, that sort of thing. So you guys do have various things that you guys could use, and you know, on top of that, we could even go to the extent where you have, you know, fishing rods like so, and then you also have, you know, flint and steels. And then even, you know, lava buckets or something like that, buckets of lava. So, you know, things like that. You can't have a lot of things in your inventory. So you don't really want to clog it up with ender pearls, torches, and food. So we'll get to how those things are actually going to be affected by this mod. So the first thing, some of the things that you guys can get that is generally helpful is going to be the distance measurer. So, well, first of all, that you guys are going to want to know is going to be how to open up the menu that's going to edit the things in this mod. You guys are going to do Control-Alt-Z. So Control-Alt-Z is going to open up this menu with all of these various things. It even has more than one page of these various things, which we'll get to. But we're going to go through all the hotkeys that are going to be set up by default. So the first thing that's kind of interesting is going to be the K, which is going to be the distance measure toggle. By hitting K, you guys are going to open up this toggle, which is going to show how far certain things are from you. So this is going to be quite interesting if you wanted to, you know, use this to kind of figure out, you know, exactly how far a particular structure is from you, figure out exactly how far a particular ledge is from you, or something similar to that. So figure out basically how far something is. You guys can hit K again, and it'll actually show you the chords of where you're looking, which isn't so special considering you guys can look here, and as you guys can see at the bottom, it'll tell me what block I'm looking at, but that only goes up to a certain distance, and that cuts out, whereas this one actually won't cut out, as you guys can see. So we're gonna hit K, and that's gonna go away again. You guys can also check out your safe overlay. So by using your safe overlay, it'll tell you within a certain range what area mobs can and can't spawn on. So if you guys wanted to, you guys can use you know, your torches if we were to place a torch, and it's going to actually show that a mob can't spawn here. Now that brings me to quite conveniently be able to show you the torch aid. So as you guys can see, the torch aid is on, and by using a tool and right-clicking, like, you know, this guy, and right-clicking, you guys will actually go about So I actually had to go about getting a tool like this, but by actually using a tool and right-clicking, what it'll actually do is it'll actually start placing torches, and as you guys can see, this little yellow border goes away. That's going to be quite interesting for making, you know, maybe some mob grinders and various things like that, or even in a UHC, making sure that you know, have placed enough torches around you. This will work in caves and whatnot, but again, this will be considered hacking, or at least in my mind it is, considering you can crank up the settings on this to make it pretty much like an X-ray mod. So anyway, moving on from there, you guys will have the ability to increase it by doing Control and Control plus L to be able to see through walls. So if I did this, you guys are going to be able to turn on and off the X-ray mode of this. So this is going to be with the X-ray mode off, and then as you guys can see, if I do that, you guys can see the structures underneath me. You guys can also increase or decrease the safe layer distance, which by default is 20. But anyway, continuing, you guys will also have a player toggle. I disabled the player toggle considering I'm on a single player server, but if you guys were on, when you guys hit P on your keyboard, that will turn on a player toggle. That player toggle is going to make names pop up on all players, even if they're on the other sides of walls. Then you're going to have your animal toggle. So as you guys can see, if I actually hit P or O on my keyboard, you guys are going to see the stats pop up underneath this animal. It's going to show that it can jump 8.2 meters, 21 HP, and 2 jump, which is quite cool. So if I actually went about going to switch to game mode and then going over here where I spawned in a ton of these guys, it's actually going to really help, considering you guys, if you were in a UHC, you'd be able to see exactly how much each one is going to jump. And I actually did some breeding, and I got this guy, an 11.4 meters per second, 2.7 jump horse, which is going to be crazy, crazy good. So as you guys can see, you know, I can run a lot, I can jump very high. He has a lot of HP, which is quite good. So as you guys can see, getting those jumps on point. But yeah, so that's something that you guys can do. It'll also show you what types villagers are. As you guys can see, it shows you what pieces are going to make them mate, so when they're ready to mate. So if I wanted to, I could use a golden carrot and make them be able to mate. The next thing that we're going to talk about is going to be the weapon swap. So that's kind of one of the interesting parts. By hitting F, I can actually swap between these two weapons really quick. So it's going to, you know, I hit F on my keyboard, it'll just swap right back between them. Even if this guy was all the way on the other side of my inventory and I were to hit F, it would keep going back and forth like so. We're actually going to take away that toggle. We're actually going to take away that as well. But as you guys can see, it's going to go back and forth. Now, as you guys can see, we're also running low on food. If we are to hit G on our keyboard and just hold down G, as you guys can see, or even just press G, so I simply just pressed it, it went ahead, swapped out a piece of food, and started eating it. That's quite cool. Another thing that we can do is, say we wanted to throw one of those ender pearls, we could actually just hit C on our keyboard and it will automatically throw them. We can then also drink potions. So as you guys can see, we do have some strength potions. If we wanted to drink one of those, the default key would be V. So there is no appropriate potions right now for drinking. Looks like I actually forgot them in the chest over here. If only I did have them. So boom, we throw those in here, we hit V, and it's actually going to automatically drink the first potion available in the inventory. We also have a quick deposit, which will happen when you hit X, and as you guys can see, if I go back here, you guys can see the quick deposit is basically when you go over to a container, it'll actually deposit things that are already existing in that container. So if I were to open this guy up and then hit X, it's actually going to deposit a strength potion because there's already a strength potion in there. You know, if that was there and then I hit X, it's going to place the rest of them in there like so. So that's quite interesting. We're also going to have the Alt plus the mouse wheel is going to select items from your inventory. So say I wanted to swap out this crafting table with something. If I hold Alt and then scroll, as you guys can see, it's going to show the available things in my inventory, and I can swap it out with whatever item I want. So as you guys can see, that would be quite interesting for getting things in your inventory very quick. And then F1 is going to enter your coordinates while chatting. So say you were typing something, you hit F1, it's immediately going to paste in your coordinates. That's quite convenient for people who would like to, you know, tell people where they're at and that sort of thing. If we wanted to check out a little bit more, you guys will be able to see all of these sort of things. Here you also have, you know, item selector, use the mouse wheel like we just showed, the health monitor, so when your health gets low, it'll warn you. You know, if I were to go about maybe doing this like so, and boom, as you guys can see, it shows my strength potion also in this corner. So if you guys are looking over there, it'll show my strength potion. It'll also show the time and my coordinates and also the direction I'm in, just based off the fact that I enabled those things. If I wanted to, I can also get it to show the So first of all, you have the miscellaneous information. So quick play sign, unlimited sprinting. You can turn that on, and it'll never stop your sprinting. You can also have your info line, as you guys see up here. We can show biome. I do want it to show biome. We have a clock, coordinates, compass, and FPS that I could even enable, but I lock at 60, so it doesn't matter. Distance measure, the animal info I showed you. You have the durability info like I kind of showed you guys, so you guys can use percentages and all that sort of unique armor icons. So if I did get injured or something, so say I went like this, and I were to go skeletons like so, and I were to spawn in a crap ton of skeletons. There we go, and hopefully I can do this before they all start dying on me. I really want them to hit me. I'm very sorry about the sound. No, I forgot to turn down the music. There we go. So as you guys can see, boom, up in the top, you're actually going to see my armor, because my armor has dropped below the threshold that I wanted it to notify me at. It's not very useful considering the threshold that I set was 99%, but you guys could set it so that it'll warn you at a lower percent or a higher percent or whatever you guys want. So as you guys can see, that's quite convenient. So again, if we go back here, you guys will see we got potion timers, so you can disable or enable them or make them only pop up at certain times. Then we're going to have, I think we showed you everything here, so all that sort of stuff. You guys can actually switch all the hotkeys for these as well. The weapon swapper, you can switch the way that functions. This, you can actually switch the way that the quick deposit functions as well, so it will or won't do that. Also, the eating aid, you can make it so that it will eat golden food, so that's kind of convenient if you guys want it to eat golden food, or if you're in a PvP sort of thing. Yeah, and then also prioritize food in the hotbar first, so that's also something you can do. But anyway, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this. If you guys did, remember to slam that like button down below, subscribe to Join the Nation if you already haven't, check out any of the other mod spotlights I have, or even the Forge mod loader tutorial if you guys already haven't. But anyway, make sure you guys click all of those things on screen, or any of the videos that you guys might be seeing now. Anyway, I am the Doctor, and I am out. Talk to you guys later. Bye!